The first thing you must do is unblock the system. There are two codes you see at the top there. That is the code of the machine, and according to that we will provide you with two codes, one for the GPS and one for the system. Next, moving on, this is for setting up RTK. So if you're using RTK, you press N-trip and then you would add your details from your RTK provider. If you're not using RTK, you can still access, and the machine will work with the free satellites. So for the UK, we choose Galileo. That'll give you the best accuracy. And then you'll see the RTK should change. You can go to GAL. I'm not sure if you can see that. Diagnostics page shows you details about the GPS, your location, the number of satellites, satellite strength, and more important information is this, which is the hardware. So these should all be green. If one of them is red, it means it's not working, or the connection's wrong, or something's not right. You can click on the error log here, and you can maybe find out what the problem is from there. And finally is remote assistance. So the tablet comes with AnyDesk pre-installed, which means we can access remotely your system and fix any settings or problems. These are just the other menus, so updates, changing language, that sort of stuff, metric or imperial. These other settings as well, I would just leave as they are. So then we go on to choosing the tractor. So this is also where you can choose what vehicle you're using. So for example, you can use, apart from a standard tractor like we have now, there is also a sprayer, self-propelled sprayer. Our system works on those. What else have we got here? Articulated large tractors, and also tracked tractors. But we'll go back to our standard tractor. If you've mounted the antenna directly in the center of the roof, then we keep that 0. These other settings, turning radius, keep them by default. I wouldn't touch them to start with. And then we move down into the settings of measurements. So basically you can see, if you fill in the details, the height, wheelbase, and so on and so forth. If you try and keep the antenna in the middle of the cab, then position 3 you can see is also 0. I think it's pretty understandable. Now we're going to the more complicated settings. I would leave most of these as they are, factory preset. The only thing that could be changed is the positioning of the IMU, the gyroscope. So whether it was facing front or back or up, how you mounted it, you should change it in here. And it's always worth going back again and just double checking it's saved, because sometimes it doesn't save the changes. These here are the sensitivity of the electronic steering wheel. We'll go into that in more detail later. The other options you should leave basically as default. The only thing that's worth increasing is the safety current. So this is if there's suddenly a drop or a raise in amps, the system will protect itself. So we'll put 12 amps there. Then we go back, make sure that's done, make sure that's checked. Always double check the settings are saved. And now we go into the actual physical calibration of the electric steering wheel. The other settings you have to do is the implement. So you can see here our tractor is already saved. Green is green. Now you must choose your implement. So it's similar to the tractor, provide all the widths and dimensions of the machine. Important to remember to put the working width, not the physical width. So for cultivators, sometimes the width might be 6 meters, but the actual working width is 5.6. We haven't created a field, so we're just going to do a quick start. So once you're in the system, you can select or you can choose your AB lines. So you have AB, A+, pivot, wavy, going around objects, telegraph poles, uneven fields. You can choose your style. Next, this goes into the sensitivity. So in each bracket of speed, there's a sensitivity setting. So if the steering wheel is vibrating too rapidly, too juddery, shuddering too much, you can slightly increase those numbers. And here's the quick access to the implement settings directly from the main screen. So this button here, this is what turns the implement on and off, or lets the AutoSteer know that you're working with an implement. This is the steering wheel, it turns it automatically on, and we have that also as a button. When you turn the AutoSteer on, the implement will automatically be included as long as you've filled in the parameters. Up here, more diagnostics, just to see what you're doing. This is where your fields would be. Obviously this is the demo, so there's no fields, but this is where you'll be your fields, your lines. You could save as many fields. This is another shortcut to that safety current protection, where you increase to 12. Different views of the way you're working. So now all the settings have been done, it's time to do the calibration of the steering wheel. So we quickly just go and double check all the parameters are correct that we set. Everything's correct, it's saved properly. For the calibration you need 50 meters run and about 30 meters wide to turn around. So we basically press this button, drive up to 1.5 kilometers an hour. Press start, and then keep driving, and you can't see in this video, but the steering wheel is going backwards and forth, calibrating itself, and when it's finished, it will say complete. Aim for 1.5 kilometers, 2 maximum. Once the calibration is complete for the encoder, you can see there's a new result. So we press OK, go back, and you can see that's been updated. So now that's been calibrated, the encoder's been calibrated. So now we turn the tractor around and we set an AB line. So set point A, drive in a straight line for around 10 meters, I believe. Then set point B. So now we'll take a wide berth and we'll turn all the way back to the line and get it within 5 centimeters of the line. When it's close, select Auto Drive. And that's it. That's the calibration done. The steering wheel has been calibrated, the IMU has been calibrated, We recommend doing another couple of lines. We'll do them on the not the calibration page, but in real life on a demo field here now. So you choose your line type. We have the A, AB, A+, circle, everything like that. So start by pressing A, start driving. All you need to do is drive 10 meters, and now it's created parallel lines for guidance. So we can continue driving down here, and as you look at the top in the middle of the screen, that's the accuracy. So 1.2, 1.0, 1 centimeter, 0.3 centimeters, 1.10, 120 centimeters. So it's extremely accurate. So we turn around, skip a line maybe, and we'll try again. And we'll do that 2 or 3 times just to be absolutely sure that it's working well. There are also automatic U-turn modes available. You have to turn it on first, but then you have different types, different methods, skip lines, how many lines, borders, all the different types of guidance lines can be chosen here, and different types of U-turn styles. These characteristics, the figures, I leave them as standard, and then if you need to, you can change them later.